Welcome everyone to another Barefoot Bootcamp episode. We are going to get started. Today we have a flow of Pilates, yoga, and of course kettlebells. For the class, you need 2 kettlebells, 1 heavy, 1 light. You could also do this class with dumbbells, substituting drills where you need to. Starting on the mat, we're going to start in Pilates stance. Each drill is going to be about 30 seconds unless noted otherwise. Feet slightly forward of the knees, laying flat on the back, arms by the sides, shoulders relaxed down the back body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll through C curve, press the hips straight up into a Pilates bridge, straight line, knee, hip to shoulder. Take an inhale and exhale, roll it all the way down. We'll move slightly quicker, just so that you get the spinal articulation happening at the top. Take an inhale as you exhale, roll it all the way down to the floor, and make sure that you articulate through the spine. Inhale, belly to ribs. Exhale, ribs to belly, rolling through C curve, pressing the hips straight up, using the hamstrings, not really squeezing the butt. Inhale as you exhale, roll it all the way down. Hands go right to the tops of the thighs. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, head and shoulders peel off the mat. We are in ab prep C curve status, and we're going to pulse. So as you exhale, that's what's going to drive the movement. You're looking towards the tops of the thighs, anchoring your hips down. Your hips are going towards your heart. Relax the shoulders down the back and squeeze the core. The exhale is going to be happening through pursed lips, so just like that. And let the movement, the contraction, drive the hands sliding up the thigh, feet slightly forward of the knees, and I'm still kind of engaging so you can pull the mat towards you. So use your hamstrings for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop it on down. Walk your feet in slightly because we're coming into a bridge position. Flat back bridging, we're going halfway down and then up. Feet are tracking forward. Shoulders relaxed down the back, and you're pressing the hips up, squeezing this time the butt at the top. Imagine your feet are on train tracks, pressing down to the 4 corners, and then squeezing your butt at the top. You can even take a pause at the top, make sure that it's squeezing, then relax halfway down or 3/4 of the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower all the way down. Little transition, yoga status. So cross the ankles, grab the backs of the thighs, rock and roll 3 times, all the way to the feet, and kind of feel the momentum as you come forward and as your legs go back. Last one. Use that energy. Hands go forward, coming into tabletop position. Stack hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, tuck back toes, downward facing dog. Right leg is going to shoot back, close the hips, so the hips pointing down, flex the foot, and then pulse it out. So I'm thinking of the heel going up towards the ceiling, flexing the foot, and rotating biceps outward. Now really start to focus on the micro movement, engaging the glute. You're going to get a stretch to the left hamstring as well. We have about 10 seconds to go. Driving the hips up and back, upside down letter V for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot, giant step outside the right hand, big step. Just give me a little opening of the hip and the knee, so you can turn your right foot out slightly, opening it up, and we're going to go right into dragon push-up. Planting right hand down, set you up. Back heel is lifted, shoulders down the back as if you're rotating your biceps out, and we start. Option is you can kind of keep it shallow. You can even drop the knee if you need to, because we're just looking to open up the hip. If it's feeling good, then you can go a little bit lower. Squeezing the core in your plank, well, one-legged plank type position. I want you to lock down your waist, so bring your left hip towards your heart. Banging it out. We got about 5 seconds to go. You can look slightly forward of the mat. Open hip, squeeze core, pull yourself down. 3, 2, 1. Left foot outside left hand, big giant step. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, drop it on down. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, so this is more of a malasana type position, basically a squat. Heels in, toes out. Sounds fancy when you say malasana though. On your last exhale, drop it all the way down. Plant the hands, step it straight back. Plank position, left leg right away. Pick it up and then pulse. So we're here for about 30 seconds. So mix in that yoga vibe with this down dog pulse. You got about 20 seconds to go. So see if you can relax your shoulders down the back. Lengthen the spine. Now flex foot. Heel to ceiling. And notice the hip is pointing downward. You get about 10 seconds. So you don't want to open hip on this one. Not that it will kill you, but for this particular drill, we're doing closed hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot outside left pinky. And just give yourself a moment to kind of open up the hip. If you just got off work, you're just waking up, you got to get your hips involved. So let them know that you care. Plant the left hand straight down. We're going 30 seconds. This is dragon push-up, back heel lifted, shoulders down the back, and we go. So you can keep it shallow. I'm really trying to send awareness to the left hip. So I open it up, option to drop the knee as well. Sliding the shoulders down the back, or if you're good to go, last 12 seconds, we'll go a little bit lower. Exhale on the effort. Imagine I'm pulling myself down, pushing away. Pull, push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot outside, right hand, big step, left hand back. Right hand back. Fingers can face slightly outward. Just dip the hip, press up. 30 seconds right here. Keeping triceps tight. And I'm imagining kind of the movement that I'm going to be doing with the kettlebell, using my legs, using my hips. So focus on the technique. Hips, drop, drive, drop, drive. Last 15 seconds. And if you want a little extra, you just got to move a little bit quicker, but don't sacrifice your form or technique. You got to just get sharper and better, stronger for 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more. Cross the ankles, hands go forward, step back, downward dog 4 times. We're going to roll from downward dog into plank, articulating through the spine. Option 1, keep it in plank position. Option 2, coming into plank, just dip the hip, push it back. But if you aren't feeling that, just come into plank position. Back, last one. We're gonna hold it. Just like so. Hop the feet outside the hands. Stand up, tap it out. We're gonna go 4 walls. So 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Forward side, back side. Easy leg cardio. First one, 20 seconds right here. Half jack. So light on the feet. And I'm thinking my pinkies being parallel, landing soft. About 10 seconds to go. Half jack just means that I'm not gonna do full jack. It's gonna come up about shoulder height. Staying nice and loose. You're about 5, 4, we're gonna transition. You're gonna turn to your right or whatever side wall is facing you and turn. Now full jack. Staying light on the feet. Bring your hips underneath you, slide your shoulders down the back. Landing on the middle and second toe. Pretty sure I got about 10 seconds right here. Option across the feet, just to add a little flavor in your life. For 3, 2, take it to the back of the mat, tricep jack. 20 seconds right here. So technique, even though it's a jumping jack. Head is stable. Chin is level. Shoulders relaxed down the back. 10 seconds to go. Pinkies parallel. Landing on big toe. Second toe. Last 20 seconds. Facing you, we're going to do fast jacks. In 3, 2. So feet are going to be closer in together. Your technique is stay in the pocket, stay in the little box. Elbows point straight forward. 10 seconds to go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Shake it on out. All right, 2 more bodyweight drills just to set you up for your deadlift, which is a hinge pattern, and squat, which is a more vertical pattern. Hands go to heart center. Shoulders on the back. Chest is up. 30 seconds, we hinge. So, no weight. You're able to focus on the technique. Let's start with the hips going straight back. So I'm not squatting. I'm sending the hips back, which makes my spine come into more of a parallel position. The back of the head is in line with my tailbone. So if there was a stick on my back, you would see that the stick stays in one line. Hands to heart center, but still puff your chest out. Option to stand up a little bit quicker for 3. 2 is your hinge pattern. Last one, now we squat. Squat, I'm gonna fight to keep my chest up. My knees will track slightly forward and straight up. So here we go, 30 seconds. Adding a little variation to this, just give a twist in the middle. So you have, so squat, stand up, twist. 20 seconds to go. On each movement, I'm gonna keep my chest up. So that's number one, right? Imagine you're balancing something on the top of your head. Fighting to keep the chest up, which keeps my spine more vertical. That's the name of the game. When you're doing the squat, knees will track slightly forward. My hips will go back, but not as much as the deadlift where I'm hinging. For 3, 2, 1. Shake it on out. Top of the mat, hands crossed, just roll your hips out. I'm gonna explain this while you're rolling your hips for 15 seconds to the right, and then you're gonna go 15 seconds to the left. Keep going. I'm gonna tell you to switch in a second. Let me break down the drills. First drill is gonna be a deadlift for 20 seconds, and then cardio 20 seconds. Then you got deadlift to catch, 40 seconds. Keep rolling the hips, switch directions. Then you got reverse lunge for 40 seconds. I'm gonna do this with you. And then you have heavy deadlift, 1 minute. Here we go, I'm gonna mirror you on the first one. Bell goes to the center of the mat. Feet shoulder width apart, heels in, toes slightly out. Plug the shoulders down the back body, hinge at the hip, hydraulic the arms. Hands on bell, 20 seconds, we go. So since you do this without the bell, let's fine tune it. You can imagine that you're rotating or you're trying to bend the kettlebell handle in half. You're breaking it in half, which is gonna make your triceps slide up. You got 3, 2, last one. Bell down, just feet back and forth. 20 seconds. We're gonna go right into deadlift to catch. I'm gonna cue you again as we go into the deadlift to catch. So don't worry, it's a hinge pattern. And then we're just gonna open up our hands, catch the bell, feet outside the bell, hinge, hands on top of the handle, stand straight up, catch the bell. And down, up. So my legs are driving into the mat. Bell staying straight up close to the body. Hands have to open, catch. We have 20 seconds to go. I'm gonna turn to the front, keep going. When you catch it, lock it down, get tight, so you're squeezing everything at the top. Very active position, very engaged position. You got this all day. Keep going, you got about 10 seconds to go. We're gonna go right into 40-second reverse lunge. Feels good for 3, 2, right hand has it. Right foot, same foot with the bell, step straight back, reverse lunge. 40 seconds right here. So first things first, look forward. Then, plug your shoulders down the back, puff your chest out. The knee is gonna track slightly forward as the bell goes back. And then I'm gonna think of sliding down an elevator, engaging the hammies. The bell is gonna wanna pull you out of alignment, but you don't let it. You got things to do. So own this drill for the next 3, 2, last one. All right, you got an option here. You're just gonna go right from one to the other. You can either do one heavy bell deadlift or you got both bells. We're gonna go 30 seconds and then we're just gonna switch quickly, 30 seconds. If you're doing one bell, all good. I have the heavy bell on your right, light bell on the left if you're doing 2.